Hey guys, it's me, your friend Ernest, also known as Dragonstar from DragonStarPlanet. And now, normally I don't upload these kind of things on YouTube on sad notes or anything else like that whatsoever. But the thing in the fact of the matter is the reason why I'm uploading this video just to let you guys know, which to let you know, guys, that most of my friends already know about this so far, but most of you guys who don't know on YouTube right now, to my subscribers and everything else whatsoever, I want to let you know that on December 4th, 2021, my dad unfortunately passed away due to a complications with a hernia problem. It happened like after Thanksgiving and such, and he had a massive pain all of a sudden, and he had to be admitted to the hospital and such. And then afterwards, when he got to the hospital on that same day, he had to have surgery to deal with the hernia. But then after that, after when he had that hernia surgery or whatsoever, it was proven successful in a sort of way. But after a while, we were waiting for my dad to we were waiting for me and my mom were waiting for him to wake up and such. But then I don't know how it happened, which is a couple of days after that or something like that. But all I know is after that, he had a some sort of a complication, which I can't even figure out. Well, I don't even know what the fuck happened or anything else, whatever. Yeah. So the only thing I'm gonna say this is that the only thing I do remember one thing or another is that what I heard from the doctors, from what I heard from my mom, that I think he had some sort of a toxic shock or whatever the fuck that was. But the only thing is that besides even though besides from the hernia part, my dad had a very serious back problems ever since 2003. Which, no offense, and I don't want to be rude about this, but it's because of on account of my so-called grandmother from my father's side, who, of course, was not very grateful to my dad very much because she was in favor of my so-called uncle, who was also dead, but he was a disgraceful to the family, my family actually. The thing is, all I'm saying is, she's not the kind of grandma from my father's side that she actually does care about my dad very much. All I'm saying is, um, yeah, all I'm saying is she's not exactly what I call the very best kind of grandma there ever is in my family and such. And well, I guess what I'm trying to say right now is it's goddamn fucking complicated and such, and I don't know why. And just so you know, during the time when he was at the hospital, I was fucking a fucking goddamn mess because during after Thanksgiving and all that such, or when he was admitted to the hospital and such, I just couldn't be able to fucking goddamn sleep and such. And I was freaking out, and yeah, I was really goddamn freaking out so bad. But right now, as of today, I am okay. I mean, the thing is, I've been keeping journals of how I feel normal or how I started to feel normal and such. But yeah, the thing is, well, getting back to the topic at hand right now. After that has um when things started to turn for the worse, which I was crying my eyes out. I was really literally crying my eyes out. Very bad, guys. Yeah, getting back to the topic at hand. my mom tried to tell the doctors to do whatever the hell they can to do whatever the hell they can to help out my dad. Like everything. I mean, literally everything. I mean, the thing is, she tried to tell the doctors, is there anything, and I do mean literally anything, to help out my dad? And so far, the problem is the doctor says that he has never seen a case like this he has ever seen before. And to be honest with you, I just thought, and don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to be, skeptic about if they are not knowledgeable or anything else, but it just still makes me saying that I wish they could at least damn done something about it to help out my dad. But even if they could, one thing or another, I mean, the only problem is, I mean, I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm getting off track about this. So that's when, of course, as of when things were getting turned for the worst and such, that's when I decided to see my dad, who is not conscious, actually, because my mom told me he was, his brain was deprived of oxygen and such, and I sorry, that's when I decided to see dad at the hospital and such. But that's also, of course, when my sister, my half sister Elisa, came from all the way from Florida to see my dad. You see, the thing is, Lisa is my half sister. We just because we she is my sister and such because we both have the same dads and such. Um, yeah, but that's when we went to the hospital in Rochester on December 4th, all the way to the hospital. I mean, the thing is, let me tell you this, guys. He was really in a very, very good room, in my opinion, though, because he was in a room in the ICU and such, and we had to go through the doors and such. Well, first of all, we had to phone in to get inside to gain access to the door, and then we had to go through a lot of halls out of that way and such. So we just kept going through walking so many halls in the second floor of the hospital and such. It was a little bit crazy, but I think it's necessary given the circumstances, especially the right kind of hospital and such. And that's when I got to the leftist most part of the room. I think it was like the first or the second left of the room where my dad is. And that's where I see my dad. Well, in a sense, he is. I guess you could say he was unconscious. He doesn't look like he's in a coma, but the only thing I'm going to say this right now, guys, is that despite the fact that even though he had a bad back and all that such, all I could say right now is he is in a better, comforting kind of moment where he was no longer in pain anymore. Because despite the fact that he had a goddamn back injury since 2003, which freaks me out a lot of things over my times of the years and such. And the thing is, me, my mom, my sister, and of course my sister's fiance was there also. And we just started praying, and that's when I asked mom to be the last person in the room and such. Well, before that actually happened, the doctor that was supervising it, and of course, one of my cousins, I think so, was know about my dad and such, and she was actually doing the best she can to comfort my dad under the circumstances. And after the doctors decided to give dad preparations to be in rest, and I just thought I was gonna be scared out of my life, and I was freaking out. But and that's when they pronounced him passed away. And sorry. Um. So the only thing I'm gonna say this is that after after when that happened and such, I just asked Mom to be the last person in the room because my dad and I were very much together a lot, and he was my very first best friend. And not just my dad, but he was not just only my first best friend, but I mean, well, I'm sorry, he was not only my best dad, but he was my very first and only best friend ever. The very first best friend in my life, and he taught me so many things and such. And he gave me the skills, and he teaches me a lot of things and such into the person that I am today. Creative, adventure, being a smartful, street smart person and such, and I still miss him, but I am getting better. But I convinced myself, and I told my mom that before I say anything else after that, so when I was the last person in the room and such, I was just saying supportive things and talkative things to say to Dad, and I was still holding his firm hand. Yeah, so I was holding his firm hand as long as I hold it as best as I wanted to last. And I talked to him, and I promised I was going to take care of Mom, and because my mom really misses my dad so much, just as much as I am. So when I say, I wouldn't. I don't think I did say goodbye, but I just said I love you, Dad, and I'm gonna miss you. And I remember exactly the last thing I did when I was backing myself away very slowly out of the room, but still kept staring at Dad's now at peace, even though he has already left this earth and left his body and such. I still miss him so much. But when I left the room, but still looked at him when I was backing away and such, I did this. Because my dad is a sci-fi alien fan and a Star Trek fan. And that's when I did this. And I said to him, live long and prosper. And then after a while, I miss him so much. But I keep telling myself, no matter what, how bad it fucking gets, especially with things going on the fucking goddamn planet and such, and everything else, whatever, me and my mom always said to ourselves, at least he's not in pain anymore. Because during his final moments, he was, he has managed to feel comfortable that he hasn't, at the very least, never managed to feel more comfortable in years. But my dad was a very strong fighter. My dad was a very strong fighter. In fact, he was a strong, determined person like I am today. That I am telling you guys on YouTube today. Excuse me, I just had to throw this away. So, yeah, that's actually my life story so far about what happened to my dad. So, yeah, so, the only thing I'm gonna say this right now, you guys, is that, if you guys like to say anything else whatsoever, like, if you would like to send some condolences or anything else like that whatsoever, anything else to, give me a sense of, you know, try to give me any kind of good, hopeful messages or anything else like that whatsoever on YouTube, feel free to say in the comments below, because I would feel greatly appreciated if you could be able to, knowing that there's hope, and I believe in the future. Now, despite the fact with a lot of crazy shit going on and such, guys, I'm sure you guys are feeling like you're not the only ones who are going through the same kind of crazy bullshit as I am. All I'm saying is, guys, that we lost a lot of good people today, including my dad and such. So anyway, you guys, so just, yeah, so if you guys were concerned for me that I haven't been uploading videos in a while or something like that whatsoever, I mean, my closest friends already know about what I've been going through and such, and they know what's going on and such. But to most of you guys, my subscribers on YouTube who may not know that, I just want to let you know that I'm still right here and doing whatever I can to move forward with me. Yeah, my mom and I are moving forward with our lives, and hopefully for the future, for a better future. And hopefully, I think next year I'm going to do whatever I can to make a very special video for my 100th video that I ever uploaded on YouTube and such. It might be a little bit busy and such, or anything else with her, but I'm going to do whatever I can to sometimes speed things up. No guarantees, though. It's going to take a while, guys. But I appreciate your strong resilience and honesty, and of course, your patience on this, guys. So all I could say right now, guys, is I hope you had a good, very Merry Christmas, and hope to entertain you guys on YouTube for another year in 2022. So until then, this is Dragonstar on DragonStarPlanet, and I'll see you guys later. So until then, see you later, and I'll see you next year.